Hello and welcome to Trojan Talk. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. My guest today is Chanda Rigby, head coach of the Trojan women's basketball team. Chanda, it's always good to have you here to talk about an upcoming season of women's basketball. Thanks for joining us here today.
Thank you. We're more than excited about this one coming up.
And let's talk a little bit about that because you've got a pretty good team coming in this year. Y'all did not get the championship for the third time in a row. Disappointing for all of us around here. But you still got a good group returning. Let's talk about this team. So
we have a fantastic group returning, and our new ones, I think people are going to be really surprised at the talent level of our new ones coming in. So we've got Skyland Holmes, who was newcomer of the year last year back. We got Michaela Robinson, who was three-time Sun Belt Player in the Year in consecutive weeks. We've got a lot of great pieces to the puzzle, but some of these pieces we've added to the puzzle are very exciting.
And I know one of those, you've got a transfer from La Tech that had to sit out last year.
Yes.
And I know she was itching to get on the court, and she's in there. And I know that's one of those new elements that they're adding to the team this year. So.
Right, and she's a kid that on any and every given night could have a double-double, maybe even a triple-double. I think she had one as a freshman at Louisiana Tech one time. And, you know, just a really strong rebounder and just a forceful player.
And looking at this team, you've got a chance to see him at practice for a little bit right now. Talk about like chemistry, how this is going to come together, because you're talking about they're strong, but obviously this is the time when you're kind of getting your feel of what they're going to end up doing once you'll play that first game there. So.
Right. Well, chemistry is key. You know, a lot of great players are going to be sharing minutes on this team, and there's been no selfishness that I can see so far, but we haven't tipped the ball up yet. So that's something we're going to work at because I think we have 3 former All-Americans on the team, and of course everybody was a star or broke some kind of record where they were from, but the way we play, you know, if you get 12 minutes in our system a game, that's a good bit because everybody plays and we rotate people in and out. So that is something we're going to have to work on, I'm sure.
And, you know, you've been here for a little while now, and you've been able to establish your recruiting and getting your players in the team. And so are you starting to see that these are becoming more of a Chanda Rigby squad, and this is the kind of team that you're wanting to put on the court to win championships even at the highest level?
No doubt. We have no slow people on the team. Everybody can move, and our freshman really sets the tone. We have one freshman, Shantae Shaw, out of Nashville, and she's one of the fastest players I've ever coached, but they can all move really well. Fortunately, my recruiting coordinator, Courtney Simmons, who's the best at what she does, we have the same philosophy in basketball. We want the same type of players. So really this is our year that we've really sunk our teeth in it, and I believe the whole team fits into our philosophy.
And that's one of those things, you talk about speed, and the Chanda Rigby offense is known for that high speed, high scoring offense, and that philosophy is still going to be going on this season?
No doubt. The difference is even though we've been playing in that philosophy, we always had maybe 1 or 2 people that were non-scorers on the floor before, just because we're still trying to put pieces in the puzzle recruiting-wise. But we have 14 players and we have 14 scorers this year, so that should be fun.
should see some of those century marks hit quite often.
That's what we're striving for.
Moves out a little bit.
We're striving, and we strive for 120 points a game. We practice at that speed. 15 points every 5 minutes is what we strive for. If you do the math, that's 120 points. We've only reached that twice since I've been here at Troy, but we hope to reach it several times this year.
Now let's talk a little bit about some competition, especially some of your out-of-conference competition this year, because I know you're making a trip to Tallahassee and quite a few trips to Tennessee from what I saw so far. So talk about that.
So yeah, we open up at Tallahassee, and it's a day game. It's a I guess the kids or the education game where it'll be full. The arena will be full of screaming kids, and I think we play tip off at 10 our time, 11 their time. So that'll be a little different. I think they went out last year ranked number 13 in the nation, so that's a great start for us. You know, then we do go to Tennessee several times. We have a couple players on our roster from Tennessee, and it just worked out that we're able to play over there. I think one Tennessee team's coming here this year, Tennessee State. And we also play at Ole Miss again. Last year that was a barn burner. We came from behind and tied the game up, and we lost the game on a buzzer shot by 3 points. So we would love to get back. We also have an Ole Miss transfer on our roster this year, Caitlin. She's out of Birmingham, out of Alabama, so for many reasons we'd like to go win that game as well.
And of course, you talk about close games, and let's wrap it up by talking about that close game at the getting towards here at the end of the season last year, and the fact that you were so close that championship. And is that something that's going to motivate you and this team, that you were so close to making that return trip to the big dance?
Right. So of course there's a mile wide between a little hair difference in basketball, and so we really feel like we missed possibly three-peating by just that one buzzer shot at the end of the season. But we have to think back and think that, we did start 3 freshmen in that game. One was injured. We ended up with 7 healthy players by the end of that game. But it was an humbling experience, and I think I always look on the bright side. I think it's just what we need going into this year. We are starting this year with a lot of talent. We need to remain extremely humble and hungry, and thinking back to that game puts us right in that mood.
And so when Trojan fans, when's the first chance they're going to get a chance to see you guys in action, Trojan?
We do have an exhibition game against West Florida on the 1st of November, but the 12th is our first regular season home game, and it's against Sanford, which is right down the road. And unfortunately, we took a loss to them last year, so we want some revenge. They have a great program, a great system. It's hard to match up with what they do. They run the Princeton offense. They try to slow us down, so that'll be just a battle right there that we'd love to have you all come out on the 12th to come see us.
All right, looking forward to see the team in action there on the 12th, and hopefully make their way back to the championship and win another one.
Thank you so much. Go Trojans.
Thank you for joining us on today's edition of Trojan Talk.